Okay, there we go. And off we go.
Clean and happy right now. Here we go. Nate,
Yeah.
do me a favor.
Can I go with one of these for the first question?
Okay, Cookie, let's get the names, okay?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, everybody. Nate, I need a soundtrack from you.
Hello, I'm a little teapot, short.
Hey, contestants, how you doing?
Hi,
Glad you could be
Cookie.
here. How many people do we have playing today? So you're playing with yourself, huh?
Cookie,
Sorry, just
please.
type your name in, okay?
Go on, monitor's off. What's happening?
lots of bagels. Can you give me one of them? It's not just one of them. Okay, you want to do a 7-question game or you want...
Yeah.
Gotcha.
21,
30
baby.
seconds.
Now remember this, your buzzer is going to be the letter B.
B is in bunny.
Okay, just, all right, hang on. I need a PA here right now on the double.
20 seconds.
Okay, 20 seconds. Pay attention here and don't screw it up. As soon as you think you know the answer
I
to
will
a
try not
question,
to.
buzz in, then you gotta hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. You got that?
Okay.
For me, the only time I really have to worry about the buzzer is going to be during the jack
and,
attacks.
go to black.
Rest of the
Stand by.
time, I can just hit the
Post-number.
number and be fine.
Okay, I need your attention. Let's go.
Call me. They're throbbing.
Call 976-WART. $10 per minute.
But why, though?
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. Woo! All right. Welcome to the program. Just you and me for
I
this
warned
show,
you.
huh? All right, partner, let's rock and roll. Okay, pick a category. Next up, short things in love. And we are talking $1,000 for this question. Who would most likely have placed the following ad? Short orange male in search of short female. Me, approximately 4'8", chocolate-loving foreigner. Work and live in candy factory. You, not a brat, TV lover, fatso, or gum chewer. Interests include glass elevators and gobstoppers.
Oompa Loompa.
It looks like you got the question right. And that, of course, was the lounge version of the popular song from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory soundtrack.
Sure.
How about it? Hit me with the category.
Whoop-de-doo. It's question number 2.
Here's the category. Bullfights and the French Tourist Board. And this one's gonna be worth $2,000. Hang on tight, cause here we go. If French tourists at a bullfight in Madrid heard shouts of what would they logically do next if they took the shouts literally? Become insulted, shower the matador with milk, stand up and take a bow, or start singing?
Ole, ole, ole.
And here's the right answer. In French, olé means with milk.
Oh.
All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Question 3.
The category. Love is everywhere and it doesn't wash out easily. And this one's gonna be worth $3,000. If your lover said to you, hey, you're romantic, you'd probably feel pretty good about yourself. But what if you were told you were Euromantic? What would your lover be saying then? You can diagnose diseases by examining urine. You derive sexual excitement from urinating. You really focus on bladder control, or you smell of urine.
Oh, my God. Well, it has one thing in common, but that's about the best I can do.
And let's see the correct answer. You're a diagnostician of pee. And if that's not romantic, what is? How about it? Hit me with the category.
4.
The category is finances and men with big hair. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Imagine an episode of Seinfeld on which Kramer finally gets a job. On his first paycheck, he notices someone named FICA has taken a large chunk of his money. He bursts into Jerry's apartment yelling, "What is this?" Jerry explains that FICA is what? The Federally Instigated Carnal Act, the Fiscal Interest Commitment Act, the Financially Indigent Congressman Act, or the Federal Insurance Contribution Act?
I mean, congressmen are indigent, but I think it's
The
for.
Federal Insurance Contribution Act. Man, when you get your paycheck, don't you sometimes feel like telling those guys to go FICA themselves? Okay, pick a category.
Gibberish question.
West Truck licks 9 more.
It's time for a
Tinkerlick test drum.
All right, now here's your category for this gibberish question. Insult, suffocation, and fisticuffs. The opening value is $5,000. Okay, now remember, the faster you solve this puzzle, the more money you win. Okay, ready? What product slogan does this rhyme with?
What product slogan?
Dork, D.
Dork, D. Smother, Fight Pete.
Don't let the punctuation throw you off.
Dork, D. Smother, Fight Pete.
Hint number 1, it's a slogan for a type of meat. Tell you Let's see what you got, sir type.
Yep.
Be sure to write for our free recipe book, Dork, Desmother Fight Pete. Yeah, and then you can put it on 2 slices of rye, the other white bread. How about
What
it?
the
Hit
heck
me with
is
the
wheat though
category.
then?
Gotta be quick. Question 6.
This one's gonna be... Boy, that was close. Okay, shouldn't be too tough. This question's gonna be worth $1,000. Now, we all know a close encounter of the third kind involves building mountains out of mashed potatoes. What is a close encounter of the second kind? Hearing sounds from a spaceship, finding physical evidence of a UFO, sighting a UFO, or physical contact with an alien? I know that's right.
There you go.
You know, chart sections of a wheat field, pieces of a ship, a discarded Fodor's Guide to Earth, that sort of stuff. All right, come on, hit.
I hate to see what the
category.
fifth kind would be at that point.
The category behind this question is the Heimlich maneuver on the 7 Seas. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. Okay, imagine Flipper, the wonder dolphin, were choking on a sea squirt. What would be stuck in his windpipe? A white-capped wave, a small one-man sailboat, a small asexual sea animal, or a can of salty lemon lime soda? That's right, Flipper would have a tiny asexual aquatic animal in his throat.
There you go.
Call me sick, but I think that would be a really interesting episode. Okay, pick a category.
Yeah, man, come along to question 8.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Warner Brothers and military combat. And it looks like you can win 1,000 greenbacks for this one. All right, listen carefully. Wile E. Coyote is a U.S. soldier fighting overseas in World War II. The Roadrunner is fighting for the Nazis and pushes an anvil on the Coyote's head from a high cliff. Now, after Army doctors pull the Coyote's head out of his torso, the Coyote makes a full recovery. What can he expect to receive upon his return to the U.S.? The Congressional Medal of Honor, a dishonorable discharge, a Purple Heart, or a summary
I
court
think it'd be a Purple Heart.
a decoration awarded to members of the armed forces wounded in action against the enemy. How about it? Hit me with a category.
Ooh, what's your sign? It's number 9.
The name in this category is Candy Bars Can Be So Cruel. And this one's going to be worth $1,000. Okay, get your fingers ready. Let's get busy. It's recess. Baby Ruth and Mr. Goodbar corner you by the slide and derisively call you a nutless wonder. You must be a what? Milky Way, Snickers, Payday, or Mars bar?
Nope. Milky Way?
Should have picked this. Milky Way. You have no nuts. Still, you can run nougats around those two.
Well, there's that working in your favor.
Pick a category. The category, a good year to land on the moon. Right here, $1,000 for a right answer. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. People who moved to California in 1849 to seek a fortune in gold came to be known as 49ers. What relative term could you use for the first astronauts to walk on the moon? The 65ers, the 69ers, the 70ites, or the 72nds? That's a big negative, Houston. Too bad you didn't pick this. The 69ers. What were those boys doing on the moon anyway? Okay, we're at the end of round 1 now. On to
I
round
could
2.
do a little better at that. I guess I kind
Pay
of tripped a
attention,
little
because
at
all
the
the
end.
questions in round 2 are worth more money. Let's do it. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
And now, 11.
The category is We Can Work It Out if you hand me the vice grips. And we are talking 4,000 big ones. TV's Ward and June Cleaver governed their family so well, I bet they would have made great politicians. If Ward said to June, let's let the beaver work his problems out for himself, what type of political theory would he be demonstrating? Laissez-faire, totalitarianism, grassroots politics, or big government?
I believe that'd be laissez-faire.
Laissez-faire, it means to let them do as they choose. In other words, lay off the beef. How about it? Hit me with a category.
Gibberish question number
Best Butt Tit
2.
Slime chore.
Once again, it's time for a Snickerclish restaurant.
The category for this gibberish question? Lipstick and drug abuse. We're in round 2, so this gibberish question is going to start off at $10,000. Okay, now remember, you don't have all the time in the world here. The less time you take, the more money you make. Okay, get yourself ready. Here comes the puzzle. What does this rhyme with? Scoop your
Scoop
pal,
your power,
smash of lipstick, hex we pal,
the dope
shush.
Scoop your pal, smash of lipstick.
First hint, it's a song from a children's movie. And believe it or not, it's not from Free Willy.
Hex we pal, the dope shush.
The movie's about a nanny that can fly. Ooh, I'd hate to have those
Mary
droppings on
Poppins?
my car. Last hint, it's the big magic word. Go for it. Type in your answer.
Okay, close enough.
Scoop your pal a smudge of lipstick, hex we pal the dope shush.
From yet another drug-induced children's classic. Now come on, anybody's flying around like that? I think Mary was popping more than just a spoonful of sugar. Okay, pick a category.
Black cat, heart attack, do you nightmare when you dream?
Are you feeling lucky? It's number 13.
Here's the category. The Bradys are seeing red. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Imagine this. Due to low ratings, Mike and Carol Brady actually decide to conceive a child together. Let's say Carol is colorblind, but Mike is not. If they have a son, what most likely will be true about him? He'll kill his dad and marry his mom. He'll be blind, he'll be colorblind, or he won't be colorblind.
I think he'll be colorblind.
Boys tend to inherit the genes for color discrimination from their mothers, so the kid will probably be colorblind. So at least one person in the family can't make fun of mom for wearing orange and green together. How about it? Hit me with the category.
14!
Next up, if only you could bottle and sell it. And if you can figure this one out, I can pay you $4,000. Okay, prepare yourself. This one's a little gross. Assuming we're talking about your normal average human being, which of these amounts is the smallest? Amount in fluid ounces of blood in a human, fluid ounces of daily urine production, amount in fluid ounces of gas expelled daily, or weight in ounces of an average bowel movement?
Oh, jeez. Why would you make me try to answer this one?
Now the correct answer is weight in ounces of an average bowel movement. And frankly, if you did know how much your bowel movements weigh, I'd be worried about what you're doing in your free time. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Well, it's one of those, whoever wins, we lose.
Uh-oh, best butts fits my
A
horn.
third gibberish question?
Once again, it's time for a
Ticklish pest gun.
Wow.
Here's your gibberish category. Dental hygiene and condiments. And if you're really fast, you can get up to $10,000 for this gibberish question. Now, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this puzzle, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of money away every second and a half. Now, remember, there's no screwing on gibberish questions. Ready? Put your fingers
I'm
on your
one
buzzers
player.
and
There's
tell
no way
me,
I'm screwing
what
myself.
does this rhyme with? Fleet brand shower floss.
Fleet brand shower floss.
It's something you put on food. I mean, I put ketchup on everything, but that doesn't really rhyme, does it? Something you put on Chinese food. You know, like MSG, but different.
Sauce. Big
Last
Ren.
hint, it isn't soy sauce.
Oh. Can I type correctly? There.
No, not the hot sauce. I like to dip my egg rolls in the Fleet brand shower floss. Actually, I think some Chinese dishes should come with complimentary floss. Okay, pick a category.
Question number 16.
And I like it too.
The name in this category is The Wrath of God and Sound Insurance Planning. Hello, this one's going to be
All right.
worth $6,000. Okay, imagine that you're an Egyptian citizen living during the time of Moses. If you wanted protection against the 10 plagues of Egypt, which form of insurance would be unnecessary? Catastrophic flood insurance, insurance against death of firstborn, comprehensive nat coverage, or coverage for hail damage to property?
I don't think there was a flood.
You got it, a flood was not one of the plagues. Yeah, I guess after the whole Noah's Ark deal, God didn't want to be redundant.
Yeah, true.
How about it? Hit me with the category. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. Keep that out of there. This question's gonna be worth $2,001 bills. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. In what orifice will you find a hammer, anvil, and stirrup? The ear, the elbow,
That'd be the ear.
mouth, the ear. Those little tools are all part of your auditory system. Okay, pick a category.
Song to City.
This one's gonna be Guess Whom We're Having for Dinner. It's gonna be worth $4,000. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. If you took the deposed ruler of Cambodia and baked him in a light flaky crust, what would be the best name for your creation? Baked Shanghai chicken, Mao Tse cow's tongue, Mussolini and cheese, or Pol Pot pie? Pol Pot pie.
There you go.
And I'll tell you something, it's absolutely delicious with a side of dictator tots. Alright, come on, hit me. We need a category.
He's mean. He's lean. That's the 19.
The category behind this question is Strock Cab Yad. I'll pay you $4,000 bills for this one if you get it right. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. Because its rotation is always the opposite of the Earth's, on which planet is it always backwards day? Mars, Venus, Mercury, or Jupiter?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Here's what you should have guessed. Venus, it has a retrograde rotation. You know, this is a rumor, but I heard Pluto goes both ways. Okay, pick a category.
Wow, honey. It's question number 20.
The category is The Future of America and guys named Screech. And this one shouldn't be too tough. 4K for this one. Imagine a new episode of Saved by the Bell on which the kids hold elections for student body president. Screech stands in front of his homeroom and says he plans to cast the nerd vote for Zach. In what is Screech participating? A primate, a caucus, the Electoral College, or a ballot box? Electoral College? Isn't that one of those trade schools that run ads during afternoon soaps?
Oh.
In case you're curious about the correct answer, a caucus. You know, it's kind of reassuring to know that Screech is participating in the political process. How about it? Hit me with a category.
All right. Let's see if we can lock things up in the finale here.
Jack attack time. Soon as you see two words on the screen that go together, buzz in. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. Every time you're wrong. And careful, cause not all matches are equal. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Surfing the net, work. Just keep that in mind. Are you ready? Cause we're starting.
Oh, which net? Alright, each show is going to have a different network. I think that's CBS. NBC. That's Fox. Well, arguable. UPN? There you go. PBS. HBO.
Woo! Nice shooting, Tex! You made that look easy. Let's see your score! That's the game! Blair, when I think of you, I think of superlatives like great, amazing, fabulous, trivia geek with no social life, stuff like that. But don't thank me, because the real truth is, you don't know Jack.
Christmas special Don't Diss Me Like That will be aired next week at its regularly
Everybody,
scheduled time.
great
But
show.
now have some eggnog
Cookie,
to share the
what's the
holiday cheer
plan here with the
President, First Lady,
contestants?
daughter, Amber, and her friends.
Listen,
White House
excuse me,
Christmas special on
whenever you
WBS
feel like
Live.
playing again, you just gotta let me know, alright?
Okay, this concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack Volume 1. If you like what you saw here, be sure to put that comment in the section below. Leave a... give a thumbs up and spread that word. This is Sick and Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. It is time to go